So, some of you might have some trouble letting go of something. I'm definitely very guilty of this because before I was saved, I was holding on to something that I thought was good for me, but it really wasn't, right? Now, the thing is, we need to let go of certain things that basically prevent us from really opening our heart to Jesus Christ, really just preventing us from truly having faith or really, trusting in the Lord, right? And one of the things that I was having trouble with in terms of letting go was my stubbornness, right? Because I always had, my personality is, never give up, right? Never give up. If I really wanted something, I always just went after it, right? I was always striving to get that, right? But what that was doing was I was putting all of the burdens onto myself rather than actually putting it onto Jesus instead, right? And so, not giving up, it's a good thing, but in terms of spirituality, it was actually becoming one of my weaknesses, right? It wasn't until the day where I was going to unalive myself, that's the day where Jesus saved me. Because that was the day where I dropped on my knees and I surrendered to Jesus and I told him, I will surrender my anxiety to you, right? I gave up in that moment because I had no idea where to go. I lost all of my hope. I had absolutely no idea what to do. I was lost. The only hope that I had was Jesus. So I gave it up. I gave up all of the burdens that I had. I gave it up all onto him. I just put it all onto him, right? And so actually my dad said it best. He said that my personality in terms of not giving up is kind of a double-edged sword, right? See, not giving up is a good thing because, you're always going to strive for something and you're never going to fall back down. Or even when you do fall back down, you're just going to get back up. But if you haven't given your life to Christ, right, the enemy can actually use those strengths that you have and actually use it against you and use it against God, right? So what I'm trying to say is that if you have a certain gift, right, if you have a certain talent, don't let the enemy use that in a way that is going to hinder you from really seeking Jesus or really opening up your heart to Jesus so that you can be saved, right? Use those talents, use the personality, that Jesus gave you, use it for good, use it for the kingdom of God, right? Use it so that you can spread the gospel and so you can inspire other people, right? So you can motivate others, right? To follow Jesus, take up the cross and deny themselves, right? So long story short, it's okay to give up. Sometimes it's okay to give up, okay? You don't always, we're not perfect. You don't always have to do the right thing all the time. Or you don't always have to do the correct thing all the time. We're going to fail at some point, okay? Giving up is actually one of the things that Jesus wanted me to do so that he could save me. So don't be afraid. If you feel like giving up, if it's in a good context, right? Because obviously you don't want to give up if you're being tempted and you fall into sin, okay? That's not a good way of giving up. But in terms of just giving up your desires, giving up the flesh, giving up, desires that really don't please God, right? In terms of that, it's okay to give up, okay? It's okay to give up. Thank you and God bless.